Okay guys, so here is the connected walks training tutorial that I promised. The way I teach this is with a clicker, so everything in this tutorial is done with a clicker. So as you can watch, I start to click connection and I'm moving my body in different directions, and if the dog is connected with me I will click that and treat. So I start with just one step towards different directions and I will click that. I just want to mention here that this is not a healing training. I'm not teaching the dog to heal. I'm teaching the dog to stay connected with me during the walk. So I don't want the dog to be looking at me all the time, but I do want the dog to keep a connection with me during the walk. So as you can see, I use an harness and a regular lead and just a clicker and a treat pouch with treats. So as you can watch now, here I'm starting to walk a few steps further and I'm clicking once the dog is connected with me. A few more steps than before, click and treat, turn my body in other direction, walk, click and treat for connection, walk again, turn my body, keep walking, click and treat. So in the beginning is common that the dog is still looking at us because that's what we are clicking for, but later on in the process the dog will start to look in other ways just like he did now, and once he redirects to me I will click that. So again, I don't want to teach the dog to be looking at me every step I walk, but to still be connected with me once in a while. So just now I wait for the dog to connect with me and I keep walking. So click and treat. Again, dog looks to other areas and then back to me. I click and treat. So because this is a connected walk, I also have to do my part, and if the dog wants to explore something or look towards anything, I stop and I give him this time, because the walk is not only about me but also about him. Click and treat. Few more steps, click and treat. So throughout the session I'm clicking between a higher number of steps than in the beginning. So before I was clicking for every step, and now because the dog is being successful I can increase the criteria and I give a couple of more steps than before, turn my body in the other direction, keep walking, the dog has the opportunity to look away, I keep walking, and then I click and treat. As you can watch, there is no pressure on the lead. I don't need to keep the lead tense. Here is a good example. The dog needs to look away. I let him do it, and then we continue our training session. As you can see, the dog is not looking at me all the time, and as you can watch just now, I gave the dog the opportunity to check what he needed to check and then come back to me and continue our walk. This is how it should be done. This is what is the difference between a connected walk and the healing that you see usually in obedience training. Again, dog needs to sniff something, I let him do it. No pressure on the lead. And when he's ready to go, we continue our walk. We can treat. Much longer walk before the click. And this is how we do it. Thank you for watching and let me know your questions.